Are you sure you're ready for this?
I don't know that I could ever be prepared.
All right. Well, this is Paul.
This is Nick.
And this is Cereal.
Cereal!
Today we're talking about Flakes.
Flakes.
Flakes
are so boring.
I understand, but it's the building block of cereal. I mean, it's the basis for the majority of cereals. I mean, I understand there's nothing exciting about Flakes, but you take away the flake, and I think we take away dry cereal as we know it today.
How? Is that right?
I don't know. I'm just kind of going out on a limb. Cornflakes is really that's the original. I mean that's kind of the original modern dry cereal. It's pretty boring though.
It's so boring. Super boring.
It is boring. But I mean, you start with cornflakes. It's 1894 in Michigan, and Dr. Kellogg creates this vegetarian food to curb the passions caused by spicier, flavorful food.
What kind of passions?
I mean, in the road to Wellville, it was sexual, basically.
Oh,
yeah.
Saucy.
It was pretty ridiculous. But I mean, that's sort of he had like the sanitarium up in Battle Creek, and it was to sort of. I think empirically, he probably had a good idea. It's kind of like how nowadays you kind of unplug and go organic, and you go offline for a bit. I think that's the concept, but back then it was like I sit around and I'm bored and I think about sex all day, so I'm going to just eat wheat flakes.
Off topic real quick. Did you ever watch that show, Battle Creek?
No?
It was 13 episodes of a cop show by the guy that made Breaking Bad called Battle Creek. Took place in Battle Creek. Only had one episode about cereal. Why would you... They could have done a whole series about cereal cops.
I have a crazy concept about why it's Battle Creek. Are you ready for this?
Hit me.
What network was it on?
CBS.
Okay, so the writers are at CBS. Sort of a Seinfeld-esque meeting is kind of going on in my head. But they're pitching the show, and they're like, this is what it's about. Cops in Battle Creek. They're looking for a serial killer. And the exec is like, I love it. It's great. I'm buying it. This is awesome. And then it finally actually gets to where they're writing it, and the head writer just sort of takes them aside and they're like, look, dude, we cannot have a 13 episode run of constant cereal puns. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get you the money. We're going to put your name on. You're going to get a credit. We'll have one episode.
You get one episode for the puns. You get one episode. Get them all out.
But there will be no serial killer. There will be no serial novels. There will be nothing of that sort. We will just talk about how in this episode, there's Lieutenant Mike or whoever the main character is, and he has soup or milk on his tie because he had cereal for breakfast. That's it. That's all. Take it or leave it.
And they took it, and then they got canceled. See, it's a missed opportunity. They should have gone for the serial killer, and it should have been Captain Crunch. Anyway, so he makes the cereal to curb the passions.
Curb the passions. It's originally wheat. Comes up with it in 1894, patents it in 1896. And that's sort of the beginning of Flakes. And then, of course, everyone starts copying it. And you go to Cracker Barrel now, you can see all the old-timey Flakes that I'm sure were sort of around during that time frame. But, Flakes are made out of pretty much every grain that they're making cereal out of. I think it's pretty safe to say you've got a flake equivalent in there. And, I was actually doing some thinking. I'm like, so you've got Flakes, right? And then I guess you've got Puffs. Mm-hmm. You've got O's, I guess. Yeah. And then I guess every other shape, it's basically a flake, a puff, or an O. So you start with the flake, and they got the corn, you got the wheat. Then, all this stuff jumps out from it. Frosted Flakes.
So good.
I mean, probably deserves its own separate discussion. But I mean, Frosted Flakes, they're corn flakes with the awesome dry glaze on it. You've got
this is something that my parents passed on to me. And I'm wondering if your parents passed it down to you. Mm-hmm. Frosted Flakes with bananas in it. Is that something that you ever ate?
Not really, but side note, I was never a fresh fruit in cereal kind of guy. Oh. So.
Yeah, my parents, I can't eat a bowl of Frosted Flakes without some bananas, sliced bananas inside of it.
I just remember eating Frosted Flakes, while wonderful and delicious, it feels like beat the clock. Like you have to eat it as fast as possible because you turn your back or you go get something to drink, you come back, and it is just like this glob of soggy, sickly sweet mess. And you're like, well, I'm not eating this for breakfast.
I'll agree with you. I think that there are some cereals that the clock ticks a little faster than Frosted Flakes. I'm looking at you, Fruity Pebbles. But
oh, dude, don't even get me started.
Fruity Pebbles and Cookie Crisp both are they're notoriously terrible at just immediately dissolving in milk. They're like, that's how much they're based in sugar. You're just pouring them in and they just dissolve immediately into the milk like sugar. But anyway, back to Frosted Flakes. You're right. Yeah, it's a you pour the milk on and you just scoop them into your mouth as fast as you can before they become just pure sugar and milk.
So then you've got a hybrid, a wheat and bran flake. I guess this is sweetened, but I wouldn't consider it sweetened. Wheaties. Brown flakes. That's all Wheaties is. That's all Wheaties has ever been.
That's true.
Probably, I don't know. Maybe one of the most famous flake cereals.
I feel like that if people were to name a flake cereal, I think Wheaties would definitely be over Special K.
Yeah, well, to be fair, it's like, and it can't have flake in the name. That's just ridiculous. So Wheaties would definitely be a popular one. Mm-hmm. That's a General Mills cereal, by the way. Sorry, the last two we've talked about, obviously, are Kellogg's products. Wheaties has got all the famous athletes on the cover. Can you name any famous athletes that have been on the box of the Wheaties?
Was Alex Morgan or Sidney LaRue? I'm trying to go obscure. I know like Michael Jordan and like Bruce Jenner and people like that have been on there. I feel like that was somebody from the USWNT was on there.
USWNT. I don't know what that is.
That's the U.S. women's national team, soccer.
I thought you were naming gymnasts. Sorry, soccer. Go Team USA. I just sort of think like the Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan. I'm sure there's got to have been like an MMA guy now, Probably. Oh, has Ronda Rousey been on it yet?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. Brandy Chastain was on there.
You mentioned Special K.
Oh, Special K, yeah. Oh, we're not naming athletes anymore. No. By the way, Michael Vick was on the Wheaties box, so let's not get highfalutin about who are athletes on the Wheaties, that make the Wheaties box.
Well, I think at some point they're just like, well, it's sort of like when National Geographic runs a, is there life on Uranus or what killed the dinosaurs? They're sitting in the Wheaties room and they're like, well, you want to go with Jordan again? And they're like, no, let's go with Vic. And they're like, all right, fine, we'll do a run for Vic. And then it's like, 3 months later, how quickly can we get those Michael Vick boxes off the shelves?
True. And one more. I feel like that we need to talk about it.
Okay.
Both Aaron Rodgers and Clay Matthews were on the box. That Aaron Rodgers, he made the Wheaties box.
Oh, he's on the Wheaties box. He's on the State Farm. I'm sure he's doing something for Spreckers up in Wisconsin. Aaron. Oh,
he's doing fine. He's doing fine.
Oh,
that young man.
Oh yeah. Hey, I just saw a commercial for Pitch Perfect 2, and Clay Matthews is in that.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Sheesh. I'm gonna go have to hit up the Red Box. Me and Norma, we're gonna go get the Red Box, maybe have a couple brats and watch Clay Matthews in Pitch Perfect.
Oh, Clay Matthews, the entire Packers offensive line's in that one. You check that out. It's pretty good. They sing pretty good.
Oh God, yeah. Oh. I bet that Clay Matthews.
It's a little embarrassing, but it's a different time.
Oh yeah. Hey, by the way, am I the only one that when they do the Aaron Rodgers movie, because they're gonna, because he's incredible, when they do the Aaron Rodgers story, we all know BJ Novak's gonna play him, right?
BJ Novak?
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about that, but maybe. Yeah.
I mean, they're going to have to do like some Battlefield Earth camera tricks to make him look taller. But I mean, I think they look really similar.
They both have the big popping eyes. Like their eyes just pop out of their heads. Like it's either the people that could play Aaron Rodgers is either BJ Novak or the owl from the Tootsie Roll commercials. I think those are the two things that could play Aaron Rodgers.
They both look exhausted.
They look just exhausted and just tired of everyone around them in life. Just get out of my way. Let me do my job. I'm going to eat your Tootsie Roll Pop. Just get over it.
I just want to throw the ball, do my WWF belt thing, get my State Farm check, and eat my Wheaties from the box that I am on.
I'm just going to stare at the box that I am on and just eat the Wheaties and stare and just like, hey, looking good. That's what I'm going to do.
And then when they take him off the box and they put someone else on it, he yells upstairs, "Hey, hon, what did I tell you about Wheaties when I'm not on the box? We got to go to Total when that happens."
Speaking of Total.
Yes. That's one of my favorite Family Guy jokes is when they are like, when they talk about Total, it's like a real brief joke. Mm-hmm. They're like, we're just going to wake up one day, just sitting at the table, not talking to each other, eating Total. And he's like, ooh, I love Total. I'm like, no, I know. It's so good. It's just a classic, like you've hit that peak in your life when you're like, yeah, Total is really good.
Right?
It's got 100% of everything. And they make their own Raisin Bran too. Total Raisin Bran.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Kellogg's Raisin Bran. In my opinion, Kellogg's Raisin Bran is the best Raisin Bran.
I don't know. I like Total Raisin Bran. I do. I like Total Raisin Bran. I can't really tell the difference between the two. And Total Raisin Bran's got all the vitamins and stuff.
The major difference is the Kellogg's Raisin Bran. The raisins are pretty much white because they have been bathed in sugar.
That's true. That is true.
As soon as they get the Frosted Flakes out, you get all like the scraps at the bottom of that kettle. They're like, throw the raisins in there. But yeah, Raisin Bran's got that sun with the scoops.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's a good one too. So you got the wheat cereal, wheat bran flakes with sweetened raisins, Special K, rice flakes. Special K was one it took me a long time to sort of get on board with.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's hard for anybody, I feel like, for plain flakes to get on board with. I had a roommate in college that he, in order to save money, he would only buy ramen and like the economy size box of cornflakes. And I was just like, what a life that you're leading. What a life. What kind, like, you know, I'm of course poor and like scraping together all my dollars so I could buy like Pizza Hut and stuff like that. And all he's eating is like ramen noodles and saving some of the salt packets sometimes so he can like flavor, like so he can splurge on some chicken and use the salt packets to cook chicken with. And then eating this giant economy size cornflakes box. And I would make fun of him all the time. And yet at the same time, like he had like money and I had $0. So
since he was loaded, is he eating real cornflakes? Kellogg's cornflakes with the rooster on it?
Well, now he moved to Japan. So he just he saved up enough of his dollars in order to move to Japan. He slummed it in Japan for a while. So who knows where I would be if I was eating cornflakes instead. I could be, you know.
I would love for him. I would love for that scenario where he calls you. He's like, Nick, they have noodles everywhere here. And I don't have to cook them in a bowl with tap water.
You have no idea what ramen's actually supposed to be like.
It's way better than cup of noodles, dude. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. Well, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
We've got those major cereals.
Sure.
The other thing, too, is this is going to just roll right into one of my favorite cereals, which does have flake as a major component. Honey Bunches of Oats.
Honey Bunches of Oats is like the oldest man cereal of the old man cereals. What are you talking about?
No way. That award is for unsweetened shredded wheat and shredded wheat alone. Sure, but I love Honey Bunches of Oats. It's like, do I want granola? Do I want Rice Krispies? Do I want flakes? I'm just going to eat the scrap pile of cereal this morning, which is my Honey Bunches of Oats, with or without almonds. And they have such a pompous attitude in those commercials. Have you seen those commercials?
Yeah. Wait, which ones? The ones that were at the factory? where they're like,
that's like just cheese ball, like, you know, that's like the General Mills. They got the agency guys in there, and they're like, you know what? We really love this place. We love our employees. I want to showcase our employees.
Yeah.
But sir, you're selling a cereal. I get it, but it's about the people. It's like, but I'm sorry, but it's kind of about the cereal. Like, I don't know. But so that one's okay. But no, they have this one now where it's like,
when we go to the store, I find my box of Honey Bunches of Oats, and I'm checking to see if I packaged it.
well, I see a 046 on it. I made that box. I'm like, get over yourself, dude.
dismissive jerk off motion. Yeah, it's just.
Look, sir, we don't have time for that. Give me my cereal. I know I don't want freeze-dried strawberries in it. Thank you for asking. Why can't we just stick with the original? Oh, boy.
Yeah, terrible.
So, you know, another interesting thing, or at least Nick and I find it interesting, is because Kellogg's developed sort of the flake. Most flake-based cereals come from Kellogg's.
Oh, yeah, right?
Quaker, I don't even know if Quaker does a flake-based cereal. Total, oh God, I am ashamed of myself. Total is a General Mills cereal? I'm going to go with it. I think it's a General Mills cereal, and they, that doesn't make sense. Why would they have Total competing with Wheaties? God, Paul, that was Bush League. Can you cut that out, please?
Yeah, I can cut it. Is it Toast? No, General Mills is Total.
Oh, keep it then. Keep it.
Yeah, we're going to keep it. We're going to keep it.
But yeah, and I mean, you've got, you know, General Mills is doing, you know, they're more on that O side because they got the Cheerios going on. I mean, Kellogg's, man, pioneer the flake, and they're sticking with it, you know?
They're constantly just trying to innovate on the flake. What else can we do with the flake? Can we put a toucan on the flake? Can we make the flake, and then can we put the fruit on the flake and put the flake inside of an O? Can we?
Well, I'm really proud of what they've done with Special K, because I mean, let's be honest, Special K is like, back in the day before grains were bad and you didn't eat all that stuff, Special K was like, if you're eating a Special K, you're trying to lose weight. I mean, that was like, it was like the Diet Coke of cereal. And then everyone's like, oh my God, we can't eat this. It's carbs. It's bad. Let's put the freeze-dried fruit. Oh, they still don't want it. I got it, guys. I got another like a marketing genius segment, because like then the marketing guy could, he's like, we got all this Special K. It's got somewhat of a brand. We don't. It's good. It's good enough. We don't want to throw it away, but it's not strong enough that we can completely rebrand it and make it, you know, chocolate covered malted milk ball cereal. Why don't we just take this brand, market diet snacks out of it?
Yeah.
And then he just sits back in his chair, puts his feet up on the desk, and they're like, damn it, Bill, you did it again, my friend.
Lighting cigars with dollar bills. That's what he's doing.
This guy over here coming up with he's coming up with the Toast Crunch flavors. Mm-hmm. He's coming up with the Toast Crunch bar. He's saving us with the Special K bar. They're making stuff that doesn't even relate to cereal anymore with the Special K brand.
Yeah, they're making like toasted wheat thins and stuff like that.
Yeah, and like Fruit Crisps.
Yeah.
It's basically like, hey, here's a Pop-Tart without all the best stuff. Don't microwave it.
Don't put it in the microwave.
They've got like yogurt bites.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and by the way, what is this cereal with the yogurt bites in it? Have you seen this?
Yeah, isn't it just like yogurt covered like fruit?
I guess so. Clearly, I haven't bothered to even I mean, it's just a gross misuse of the word yogurt. It's just like the yogurt covered raisins, or is it like those things you feed babies? You know, it's like it's like astronaut ice cream, and it's like, hey, yeah, just pour milk on this and eat it real fast, like Frosted Flakes fast, because once this mixes with the milk, it's going to float to the top like old half and half.
I don't know, man. I'm a big fan of throwing yogurt covered fruit and stuff. So I haven't tried any of it of the cereal yet, but I'm intrigued. I'm into it.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to be putting yogurt on my cereal anytime soon. So
you are not someone that likes to live on the edge.
This is true. I want to talk about my favorite flake mascot.
Yeah.
Tony the Tiger.
I mean, is there any... Every other mascot seems to have a storyline of either taking away cereal from children or giving cereal to children. And Tony the Tiger, he's just by your side. He's just like, you know what? You can do it. And, I mean, eat the cereal, but I'm going to stand right beside you, and I'm going to help you do whatever you want to do. Just get out there and do it, man.
His message is simple. They're great.
They're great.
It's like, what do you need? I don't know what more to tell you.
No.
They're great.
Frosted Flakes are great. You're great. Your parents are great. Everybody's great. They're all great. The world is great. Let's get out there and do it.
Mm-hmm. Eat the cereal your whole life. Your dentist will think you're great. The amount of energy you'll have for the first 45 to 50 minutes of the day is going to be amazing.
It's going to be great.
Unfortunately, you're sitting on the bus the whole time.
Yeah.
And you're going to crash and burn at lunch. But you know what? We've got our Frosted Flake snack bars. There was a point when Tony was sort of like really trying to jog my memory. He was, so I mean, obviously he was just a black and white cartoon, and then he was, and like during the 80s, 90s, he was part of the box, but like he would go like, they're great, and then he would like flatten into the box, and he's like this half tiger, and now he's like pitching softball games and playing goalie while dad and son do penalty kicks, and it's like, are you guys aware that there's a cartoon tiger playing goalie right now? I mean,
there is a cartoon vicious beast that's like standing in front of you trying to eat your soccer ball. Like, what? Protect your children.
Are you not aware of what happened to Siegfried and Roy? You're allowing your child to play softball with this animal, and then you're feeding him lots of refined sugars? Well, it's a free country, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, do what you want. Who am I to judge for parenting? I don't have any kids, but I'm just saying, like, that's the dichotomy of Tony the Tiger. Like, yeah, he's a vicious jungle animal that is trying to purvey like a sugary cereal to destroy your child's teeth, but at the same time, he's with you the whole way. He's supporting you, and he's like, you know what? You can hit that ball. You can run those bases. Like, let's go. Let's do this thing. He's
that imaginary friend that you see, nobody else sees. He's encouraging you. It's like Sidekicks with Jonathan Brandis and Chuck Norris.
It's just like that.
It's just like Sidekicks. I mean, Tony the Tiger is clearly Chuck Norris. I mean, let's we're not splitting hairs on that one. If Tony the Tiger, Chuck Norris. If Chuck Norris, if
Chuck Norris is going to be any cereal mascot, it's going to be Tony the Tiger.
I mean, he's not the Cocoa Puffs cuckoo bird. Let me tell you something.
No.
Again, who comes up with the idea? It's like Tiger. That's what we're going to go with. So what are we selling? Well, we've ridden out that cornflake trend. So we've got a sweetened cornflake. We need something to help sell it. And they're like, what about Bing Crosby? Nah. What about Howdy Doody? Nah. Well, Steve, what do you got over there? Well, I was just kind of doodling on the bus. I'm sorry. What?
I'm drawing a tiger. Yes, we're going to go with that. Good one, Steve. Good one.
God. So when is the boss's kid going to be moved over to the Rice Krispies group? I'm tired of this guy.
when is that kid going to be moved over to the Fruit Loops department? Yeah. I'm also drawing a toucan.
Oh, God. This kid's name is Kellogg, and he's riding it all the way to the top. I'm moving to Minnesota. I heard General Mills is hiring for their new rice flake. Yeah. So I want to have a quick discussion with you here. Yeah. We didn't mention the other Raisin Bran. Post has a Raisin Bran.
Oh, right. Post Raisin Bran.
I feel like a lot of people forget about Post. I mean, I just want to take a side note here. I mean, Post, man, all they have is the Pebbles going on. I mean, I feel like Post is really... I probably should do a little more reading. I feel like someone has bought them out by now.
Yeah, that's got to be right. I mean, yeah, they've got, what, Sugar Smacks? Or not Sugar Smacks, but the one with the bear. Golden Crisp.
Oh my God! Wow, I have not. That was a great jingle. Remember, it's like, can't get enough of that Golden Crisp. Oh my God! So there was Golden Crisp, and there was Super Golden Crisp.
Maybe it's Sugar Golden Crisp. It's definitely something that starts with an S and has two syllables because it fits. That's how it fits into the song. It's Sugar Golden Crisp, Super Golden Crisp. It's got the the crunch with punch, something like that. So here's what I'm looking at the Post cereal spectrum right now. Mm-hmm. Here are the things that are on that list. Raisin Bran for sure, and then we talked about the Fruity Pebbles. Mm. Honeycomb. They've got a churro cereal that I've never seen before.
What's it called?
Churros.
We have to find that. That's got to be a cereal. Churros.
They have my least favorite cereal of all time, Grape Nuts.
I'm just going to let that slide.
Oh my! We can talk about that later, but Grape Nuts is the worst. And then they have Waffle Crisp also on top of Honey Bunches of Oats.
Oh my God! I am so ashamed of myself. Post does Honey Bunches of Oats.
Yeah.
Waffle Crisp. So is it just Honey Crisp with maple flavor?
Yeah, I think so. I remember eating the cereal a lot and really liking it when I was a kid. Watching Saved by the Bell and stuff. This is something I didn't know. This is not related to cornflakes at all, but just a Post cereal. There's an ice cream Pebbles cereal.
Yeah, I saw that at Target last weekend because I was sort of spending a little extra time in the cereal aisle, and that's the one that's got Bam Bam on it.
Yeah.
Crazy. Is his club an ice cream cone?
Let me look at the picture real quick. Oh my God, it won't show me the picture. I'm going to assume yes, though. Because I mean that's the only thing that makes sense. I think he's slamming the ice cream cone into the cereal. That's what it looks like to me. Like
an ice cream wand.
Yeah.
Ice cream Pebbles. One can only imagine how terrible that must taste. I mean,
it's gotta be bad, right?
Is it like Neapolitan Pebbles, like a vanilla strawberry chocolate? I hope. God, if it's just vanilla, it's again eating a candle. It's gonna be terrible.
It's like it's all kinds of pastel flavors. So,
sherbet, grape nuts. You want to go toe to toe on grape nuts?
I think that's going to have to be. I think that we should do a whole podcast on the cereals that we hate. Like do a top 5 of or at least our most hated cereals, and we can go toe to toe for the whole podcast.
I think you backing down was the right decision. That's what I'm getting from that
answer. No.
Yeah, grape nuts. And now, Post, their logo is a red spoon, is it not?
It's like a red circle, yeah.
I've always envisioned it as a spoon that wraps around the box, and they're like, make it red. Kids love red.
Yeah.
Think of all those red boxes out there, man.
Red and orange are supposed to be colors that inspire like hunger.
Mm-hmm. I think, and they also just like, kids love bright colors.
Yeah, that too. Anyway, but yeah, so Post does have a Raisin Bran, just called Raisin Bran, and I think it's the worst of all the Raisin Brans.
The only thing that they have going for it is that they do have that sugar dust on the raisins, but yeah, it's just kind of like either go Kellogg's or go Total, but don't do it. It's like drinking half calorie soda. It's like, come on, dude, just pick one.
Just go one way or the other. Come on.
Dude, go half sweet, half unsweet tea and move on. Yeah. Don't try to come up with this. Can I get an orange juice and part of it Splenda and part of it real? Oh, come on. Now. Just eat your Kellogg's or your Total.
Or if you are youth, that Raisin Bran Crunch.
Oh, that is good.
It's good stuff.
It is delicious. That the first time I ever had that, it was like those. Oh, I got a fax coming in from the Kellogg's desk. Oh no, it's from Post. It's a cease and desist from Post cereals. The first time I had Raisin Bran Crunch was in one of those like peel back self-serve cups at like a hotel.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, it was so good. Took a couple for the road.
Yeah, you got to take a couple of Raisin Bran Crunch roadies.
Do you remember Raisin Nut Bran?
I do. Vaguely remember that.
What was great about it? So, I mean, I remember this was like, gosh, I must have been middle school. Mm-hmm. They had almond slivers, which I never got into in cereal because it was like by the time the almonds softened up, the flake had completely disintegrated into the milk. Mm-hmm. But they had these, like, if you took bran cereal, you crunched it up, you rolled it in, melted butter, and then you rolled raisins in it. They had like these like covered raisins. Oh my God, they were so good.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it was the best part. It's the equivalent of the rye chips in Chex Mix. Like, it's worth sitting there picking out all these crazy raisins and mixing them with a different cereal. Because they were that good. I just remember that. Man, that was a good cereal. I gotta go find that.
Sure, it's around. It's gotta be around, right?
Yeah, it's like it's in that weird corner where like the Basic Four is.
I love Basic Four. I love Basic Four so much because there's not many cereals out there that have dates in it, and I love that.
Sorry. Does that have a flake in it? Is it got a flake base? What? Give me all the ingredients, or as many as you can rail off for Basic 4.
So Basic 4 is, first of all, it has a premise. Once you pour milk in it, it's got everything from the Basic 4 food groups. It is a flake base. It's got raisins, it's got dates, and it's got almonds in it. Almonds is your protein. It's also got some kind of, I can't remember, like the little white things that are in there. What is that?
I'm looking at a picture of it, and it looks like it's either a really dense Rice Krispie. But they've got like a yogurt covered, like a white covered thing. Yeah,
those were my favorite part of the whole thing. Were those things? I don't think I ever even knew what they were.
I'm surprised. I didn't even realize they still even they full on still make this cereal.
Oh, totally, absolutely.
Wow.
I haven't had it in ages, but I love that cereal.
Yeah, that was definitely one that, like, it first came out and it was like, we got to try this. And then it was like, our house, we just never caught on. It was kind of like, well, that was pretty good. Should we get it again? Let's just go back to Cinnamon Toast Crunch or something we know we like. It's like, do we want to try a new show this season, or should we just rewatch, old It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? And you're like, I just kind of want to know what I'm getting. Mm-hmm. I'm going to pass on whatever show Anthony Anderson has got going on this season. Sorry, Anthony Anderson. You're always welcome to come on our show if you would like to talk about cereal.
Uh-huh.
I heard Anthony Anderson, not a big fan of the Flakes.
Really?
I don't know. Let's do that. What kind of cereal do we think Anthony Anderson eats in the morning?
Anthony Anderson is either on one side of the spectrum or the other. Mm-hmm. Anthony Anderson is either eating like bran flakes, mm-hmm. or he's eating Trix every morning. That's how I feel.
I was going to go Cookie Crisp. I think we're pretty close.
Yeah.
Well, he lives in Hollywood, right?
He does.
He's eating oatmeal.
Yeah, he's got that. He's the lead on a show right now, so he's got to keep that weight in check.
Yeah, the oatmeal is taken over, but I'm not going to go into that. That's a two-parter right there. Talking about oatmeal,
hot cereal. Yeah,
geez, hot cereal. So anyway, anything else we want to add into the Flakes? I'm so happy we hit off on Basic 4. that's a deep cut right there. That's like talking about Boston's third album. That never comes up. So I'm really happy that we hit that Basic 4.
Or even talking about Boston in this day and age.
Absolutely. And so that was a band back in the late 60s and the 70s, not the city. City's still doing well.
People know about Boston, the city. I feel like people are into that city. Yeah. As far as Flakes go, I think that we covered all the bases. What do we learn today about Flakes?
They can be made from any grain, and they are made from any cereal grain. There's got to be a flax flake that Whole Foods sells that we're not aware of. It's a flax and wheat germ with a touch of agave nectar.
Something like that, yeah.
Actually, that sounds kind of good. I got to go find that.
We also learned that Kellogg's will do anything with the flake as long as it can keep with the flakes.
Mm-hmm. They love the flakes. And that when your brand doesn't work for your cereal, just take that name, take that fan base, and slap it on everything else you possibly can, a la Special K.
We also learned that Basic 4 is still a thing.
Basic 4 is still a thing. We also found out how much we have a disdain for Post-brand cereals in general.
Oh, that's the thing. Is like we don't have a disdain for Post-brand cereals. We just don't know that Post makes cereals that we like.
Exactly. It's like, guys, why can't you just make a cereal that looks like bread and has cinnamon and sugar on it? It'll be fine. I don't understand. You could make a crunchy, dense French toast flavored cereal. I would buy it. Mm-hmm. And we talked about Honey Bunches of Oats and how I'm an old man for liking it, and I like it so much I didn't even know who made it. So that was wonderful. The other thing I kind of want to touch on is, what's funny is all the flake cereal, basically all the cereals we've talked about outside of your outliers, mm-hmm. those are also all the private labels. The downside of having such a simple, basic cereal is, everybody's making one. You've got generic Corn Flakes, Frosted Flakes, Wheat Flakes, Raisin Bran. I am impressed how fast private label Honey Bunches of Oats came out. Because that cereal at the name brand is extremely affordable.
Yeah.
Which still makes me think it's like the assembly line scraps.
Yeah, sure.
when you're watching like how it's made, and you're like, here's where the cereal is bagged, and you see like a few that just sort of fall off the conveyor belt. I have this idea that there's a huge like burlap piece underneath all conveyor belts, and then when it fills up, they like pull a string and it goes into a level underground, and there's a hopper where the little grimy troll men are making the honey bunches of oats, and there's the granola hopper, there's the flake hopper, and they're like, it's like the gammas from Brave New World. It's like, keep making the cereal, damn it. But it's delicious, so keep going, mole people. Keep making that delicious
Keep making
cereal.
it, mole people. Just do it. They're great.
The mole people are like, God, that damn Tony the Tiger thinks he's so great because he lives above ground. We're down here in the trenches making them honey bunches of oats for the old people, so Bill on TV can get some kudos. Bill Post, another owner's son, taking all our credit.
Bill Post and Steve Kellogg.
Just I'm not even going to try to think of a General Mills guy. Oh, I got it. Retired. Well, hold on.
Oh God! No,
retired Brigadier General Arnold Mill. I'm sorry. All right. Well, I think we've wasted everyone's time.
I don't think after retired Brigadier General Arnold Mills, I don't think that we can do any better. So we probably should just sign off here.
I totally agree, man. I think we're good. I think we've covered off on the flakes.
Yep. So for the Serial Podcast, thanks for joining us. I'm Nick.
I'm Paul.
And this has been Serial.